Pretty old hut. 1934, that's a while ago. Some old memorabilia. Track's pretty tough at the moment. I've just had some people before pull up next to me. They're like, what are you doing out here and all that? But they said, they've been right around Australia and they said, this is one of the worst roads they've been on. Like, yeah, it's pretty rough. Got a fair few washouts and stuff like that. But nevertheless, should be beautiful scenery tomorrow. There's been some nice bits. This camera at the moment, the ISO is set to 400 and I can't reduce it. It's going to be very bright. But hopefully as that sun gets closer, I'll do a bit of video when it gets to the horizon almost. Mightn't look at the moment the road's quite soft. It's not diabolically soft. Yeah, it's definitely quite soft. It's changing. Definitely going up. Yippee! I'm in the national park at last. Now it's probably only 10k to go. Yeah, the sun's getting down, but it's still climbing. Pushing along. I've got plenty of water, plenty of food. That's the cathedral. 2 chimneys. Amazing what Mother Nature can create. $800 meters. Track's okay. Running out of light. And still got 8k back on the other bit. So still at 10k. Include this. None of the functions on this barely work anymore, so it's pretty much had its day. ISO 400. I don't even know if you can, oh yeah, you can see. But unless it's this light, it's no good anymore. Bit of a rush. I know I'm going to make the campsite dark. So I get this done and then he's heading that direction. It's a pretty rough road to be riding at night, but it's got good lights. But they don't operate when you're only doing about 4k an hour. Anyway. As you can see, it's pretty well night time. A little bit complicated trying to ride on the corrugations because you can't tell where the soft spots are and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm almost here. Just before sunrise. First night's camp out. Bit of a tough day yesterday, but beautiful sunrise. It's very sandy here. Hard to ride one-handed. They're all so stunning and so unique. Yeah, look at that for a view. This is inside the sandstone. Hope it doesn't collapse. This screen's cracked on the top part there, and you can't change the top part settings. So all the settings, unfortunately the high settings are on the top part, and it just won't let me change them. That's why it's gone to a 400 ISO, medium, quality, daylight, flat, what's the name, I can't change them now. So every time I try and change them, it only lets me go to the bottom settings. Oh well. Look at the jet stream up there. It's done a loop. It's like it's done a loop on itself. Must be the front or something. It wasn't meant to be any weather coming in, but you never know. Doesn't faze me anymore. On the way to Kookaburra Cave. That's that Australian iconic bird that goes wow, wow. Anyway, if you've heard of that, that's my impersonation of a kookaburra. 850 metres. It's actually easier than the road. The road back there for a little bit was really sandy. It's going to be sandy again here. I'm hoping it becomes cloudy, because then this camera will work and you'll be able to see it. It's not cloudy, it's bright. You're not going to see it. A few obstacles. They never stop the side of tourists, they do that. Beautiful to the left. Done a lot of burning off. It's obviously stopped wildfires. It's about 11:30 PM at the moment. My day's slowly cruising. Been doing a fair bit of footage. Going to the side and setting up the camera takes a fair long time to get back, and yeah, it's quite a slow process. Not gonna be. Yes. Okay, bike stopping here. Should be near Kookaburra Cave very shortly. It's definitely all inspiring. And there keeps being a kookaburra in the background. And this is where I am, Kookaburra Cave. Those handprints could be several thousand years old, quite easy. It's pretty amazing. A long time before European settlement here. Hanging around in the caves. Would have been a different place then. Sometimes you just have to get off the road. Just having the leaves gives it a little bit more traction. So hard. It's Even though it's almost downhill. I'm having to video as soon as the clouds come along, so hopefully it'll work. There's a bit of cloud here, so I'm trying to video. Very technically challenging. It'd be so nice on a fat bike. So you can see down below there's different colour of dirt. That's firmer, much better. This soft stuff is really hard. This That's Lot's wife. Another sandstone pillar. It's hard to say sandstone quickly. It's a tongue twister. There's lots of lorikeets and bird life around here. There's heaps. It's amazing that it just stands by itself, slowly wearing away with eons of time. Second biggest bird in the world. So what are you looking at? High grass territory at the moment, so I've got the gaiters back on. Just in case, and it also stops the grass seeds. One panoramic picture after the other. Now the long walk back. My bike's at the edge of that plain on the other side. That was as far as I could take the bike, and there was a gate. Brilliant. Let's head to campsite slowly. This hill got my heart rate up just back before. It was really steep. Climbing over, and then we slowly descend down to sort of, if it ever rains, would be a river. There's a wallaby up ahead. All along I've been looking at the prints. Even right here there's heaps of dog prints, dingo prints. See, his ears are pricking up, he's standing up. Hello Mr. Wallaby. I'm not going to hurt you, but I know you're going to run off. Magical country to cycle through. So a fat bike probably would be best for this over there. Have to be careful when doing that. If it gets too sandy, I've already come across it twice, but it's been soft sand, so it's been gentle on the fall. Okay, it's a little bit cloudier now, so it's okay to video. Approaching the top of another hill. There's heaps of emu prints too along the road, heaps and heaps. I think that might be a high point. I'm hoping. Getting tired. I just scoffed a whole lot of muesli bars. A bit of energy back. That's amazing scenery to be cycling past. Quite amazing. It's even got a name. Not sure what it's called, but if I can get there. Concentrating. Trying not to turn. And turning. Let's look out. It's a tricky one hand, trying to get the balance. These are two. And I am getting tired. Pretty bumpy, that. Are we there yet? Okay, I'm doing a lot of climbing. Yes, my legs are tired now. This is when you start to hit the wall. It feels like it literally. Are we there yet? Yes! Another beautiful sunset. This morning was a beautiful sunrise. It's an early one. It's up just before 6 a.m. Try and get the sunrise. The sun's just rising on those mountains. That's a big wild boar just next to me. Not backing off. Barely walking away. He's not too scared. Are you, mister? He's gone now. Got him on the run. There he goes. He's a big one. Look at him. Big wild boar. Taking him on with a selfie stick. There he goes. Very scared when I do that. Mother Nature, show no fear. You have to go into that mode. Because he was going to go me then. Here's the big wild boar from before. There he goes. Just had a big one go right in front of me, hissing and making a lot of noise at me. Got this one over here, he's trying to hide in the bushes from me. It's a pretty big one. No fear. Hey? Even when you're terrified. I feel like I've had a shot of adrenaline after confronting two wild boars. Definitely got my senses going. What's your heart rate going? getting more spectacular. Footstep by footstep. I'll probably go maybe 2 hours down, then I better get back. I've still got a lot of other exploring to do, other places. But it's been about half an hour just before getting grass seeds off my pants, off my socks, off my shoes, off my shirt. A lot of grass seeds. And they sort of harpoon themselves into you. Warmed up now, it's quite warm. This is the view from top shelter shed. I was here this morning, but I don't know if it was bright enough. So this is it about lunchtime. This was my campsite for last night. Rotary shed campsite. So it's just rainwater that goes in there, but I don't know how long it's sat. So I boiled it last night, but I've drank it all now, so I'm probably just going to drink it anyway because I can't be bothered boiling that much. And you have to boil 7 litres, it takes a long time. Anyway, maybe I'm just a bit slack. I've been up since 5:30 this morning. This is the tent I'm using at the moment. Nature hike. Pretty good. 1.2 kilos, 2-man tent. It's waterproof. Goes up really easy. Yeah, I'd recommend it. It's cheap, Chinese. Only 140 bucks or something Australian. So yeah, pretty good. There's enough room inside. It's only really enough room for one if you're carrying all your bicycle equipment and stuff. Yeah, we know what the incineration site is. Okay, we're climbing steeply. It goes up. Unmarked hill. Yeah, I guess it's just a hill. Maybe you call it a mountain. I'll call it a mountain. It's very steep. Not a cliff face. It's steep. I've got my phone on me, which has got GPS and all the maps, so I can use that as a GPS. And I've got my torch. Yeah, it's steep. There's even a rock formation up the top. A little bit further to go. That looks pretty unstable to me. But you're allowed to go here, supposedly. Up a little hill. How about we name it? Little hill. No particular place. View. The unknown mountain. Sun's going down shortly. Oh well.
a little gecko.
To have a selfie stick to do this bit. It's cold on the hands at the moment. Really cold. Hands are really cold at the moment. In the valley here it's quite chilly. I'll wait for that sun to warm the day up. It stopped swimming in the sun before. That cold. Oh, really cold. Yeah. Can't believe how cold it is here. It was warm up where I was. So I was up maybe up high and all the cold air's gone to the valley. Ooh, I'm chilled in my hands. Well, really cold. I'm actually in a lot of pain. The sun should come up soon. Warm up a bit more. Now this is the information centre here, Mount Moffat section, Carnarvon Gorge. We are here. When I started, we've gone up here, around here, first night, camped there. Then we've done all this all along here, Marlong Plain, all up there. That's where we camped last night and the night before. And top shelter we went up yesterday, that was a good view. Mahogany Forest, that was pretty average, and then we went down to the head of Carnarvon Creek, and then we come back, and then now we're going to head up to top of Mount Moffat there, and then tomorrow back. So that's it. Hands are still cold. Very cold morning this morning. And this is what it was originally a cattle station, obviously. Horseback, I reckon it would have been easier on horseback. Anyway. the dog prints in the sand. These are all dog prints. Sometimes it's just too sandy and you can't ride. Mount Moffat track, but I've decided it's just too sandy. On my map it showed that the sandy section ended like after about 1 kilometre or 2. I'm just not going to be able to ride any of this. I've got to get out tomorrow and it's 11 o'clock now. I've been going for a few hours on it, but I'm just basically walking, so gonna head back and just camp somewhere in between. Makes sense, and then that way I can get out tomorrow easier, because this will just, well, it'll kill me tomorrow, so it'll kill me to get there, so it's pointless. So I've decided, in the health and safety of me, to turn around and just camp somewhere else. Anyway, it'll be fine. Can't cycle on the road, but because there is some grasses and stuff, and they have roots, it makes it firmer. It's not fast going. It's better than pushing your bike through sand, which is so hard pushing through sand. Especially, I'm still carrying 9 litres of water and still another night's worth of food, and I've got spare food, I guess, just in case. So I've got 3 kilometres to have completed the circuit. This is the West Branch road. Hopefully the road will get better soon. It's been like it for a little bit now. I decided, well, I'm walking it. It's walking on the edge as much as I could, like on my bike at an angle and stuff, but it's taking forever, so even though this is slow, it's faster than I was going. I'm thirsty. I want to drink very shortly. I just want to get this bit done and start sort of the process. Just going to find somewhere on the way out and camp so that I can do the 80 kilometres tomorrow. At the moment, it's slow going. I'm not in a super hurry and it doesn't matter. But I have been up since 4:40 this morning. It's now 1 o'clock. Just cruising along. As you can see, it's 3 kilometres. How long will this take us? Pretty much walking pace, isn't it? Maybe a bit slow. 3 kilometres at walking pace will take, I don't know, half an hour or so. The road's slowly getting better now. Just spoke to the park ranger then, learn all about the park and stuff, and they just did a culling of the boars, and they shot 20 last week, so they are trying to get rid of them. But as he said, it's a big area and stuff, and you leave 1 or 2 and you miss them and they'll come back. So no, they're doing the best they can. And he also said there's lots of prints I'm seeing, but he said they've just had the pups. The pups have just come out with the dingo, so he said that's why you're seeing them, but then they'll back off, there won't be too many. Lots of corrugations. That's a rough road. Hoping my camera's working at the moment. What I've done, I've got the ISO, because I can't do the auto settings, okay? It's just the top part of the screen and it's cracked. But what I can do is some other settings. So I set the ISO to 400, that's the minimum I can get it to. I've set the shutter speed to 240 frames, 240 I think, per second it is. And I've got the EV at 1.5, and yeah, I think that's about all the settings, I think. And it seems to be working like that, sort of. I'm hoping. But I'm having to do all the settings manually, but I can't get to the, say, ISO 100, which will be done order. I just can't get to that. So I'm hoping it's working. If the footage looks a bit different, that'll be why. And it's also on flat, not YI colour or whatever. It's still colour, it's not their colour. About to exit the park. The sun's going to rise shortly. Just on the pack up now. About to head on the road again. Good night's sleep, which is really good. Just out of the national park. I'm down to 1, 2, 3, so about 3.5 litres of water. I've eaten most of my food. Got a few muesli bars. Got gloves on this morning after yesterday when my hands froze. I brought them, but they were just packed away because every other day being warm, the sun's just risen over the back. Can't quite see it, but it has. Short ride back to the main road. Animal track. Back on the main road, heading back about 70 kilometres I think today on this road. Won't be as bad as the roads I have been on. Oh, they've been tracked more than anything. There's a few sandy sections on this road which are more dust than anything, dust section. They call them bull dust. And yeah, they're a little bit slow, but overall I pumped my tyres up, so got a lot more pressure. I had them down to about 30 psi as low as possible for the sand section, just to try and get some traction, but it makes you going really slow. So yeah, got a fair bit more pressure in them. Got, like I said, about 3.5 litres of water. Got gloves on, nice and warm, and that's a brilliant day. Which is good. Got a lot of blood coming out my nose for some reason, but anyway, that's another story, I guess. Be interesting with my tripod. I put my tripod up to do one of the sections in the way in, and I was looking at the footage on the thing and I got distracted, etc. Anyway, it'd be interesting if it's still there. It should be, because there's not many cars that come here, but who knows. We'll find out today, in an hour or so. It has surprised me how cold it is here, actually. Like, I know it's central Queensland, I know it's inland, but the mornings are actually colder than I thought. And I was reading the sign in the National Park yesterday, and saying the temperatures there do get into the negatives, well into the negatives overnight at times. So if you ever do come, be prepared for negative temperatures overnight. During the daytime it's been getting up here pretty warm, like 22 degrees, maybe even 24. Beautiful days, but the nights and the mornings are cool. If you're just doing touring once in a while, I wouldn't recommend carrying. I carry fresh apples, fresh kiwi fruit, fresh passion fruit, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, garlic, ginger, tomatoes. If you're just doing touring once in a blue moon, I wouldn't recommend doing that, but I do it all the time, so otherwise I won't be eating healthy. So, and then I also have how to form these spirulina for the high, basically amino acid profile, and also beetroot, what's the name, for the antioxidant profile. That way, when you eat that and scoff that overnight, next morning, it's amazing how well your legs recover then, or your body recovers, and then it's like, okay, you can push it again. Give it the right nutrients and the body machine does its stuff, its mechanisms overnight, and when you come out feeling pretty good. Like today, my legs, even though I was pretty tired yesterday, did from 6 o'clock in the morning to about 4:30 to 5, about 5. My legs are fine. Speaking about my diet as we cruise along, this is what my interpretation over time has come. Stop inflammation of the body, and you should be doing pretty well. There's a lot of factors to that for sure. So for mine is you've got to have a fair few antioxidants which stop oxidization, or in other words, sugars and all those things in a sense rust the body, just like rust does on metal and that. Well, sugars kind of rust your body. Antioxidants stop the things called the free radicals which cause the rusting. So as long as you have enough of them in contrast and not too many sugars, stop that. Then also have your right amino acid profiles, so your little fellas that build your proteins and that can repair all the muscle tissues and stuff like that, and then have the right oils, your omega-3s like in your chi and stuff like that, and so that your cell membranes of your blood cells can have a good protective layer to stop infiltration by the bad guys, basically. And then you'll be pretty well off. That's my interpretation of diet these days. And obviously you've got to have all your micronutrients and your vitamin C and all that type of stuff. Yeah. Anyway, sharing that with you. Beautiful noise. They're beautiful. Even though I'm only descending 200 metres overall for the 70 kilometres and it goes up and down a bit, it still goes down more than up. So still reasonably rough roads, but a lot better than they were. Friday, when I came in here, it's the last day I had a weather forecast, which was fine as far as I could tell, but that's 5 days ago. Today's Tuesday, so who knows. The cloud is definitely gathering and it's coming from the west, so and they need rain, you can tell that's for sure. Everything's dry and it's winter. I should make it out, no problem whatsoever, regardless. 2 emus ahead, directly on the road. So one's just gone off. See how close we can get. I've had a bit of rain, well, tiny bit, not too much luckily, but it does look like it's coming in. We've got about 10k to go. I've been pushing it. See by the blueness of it, it'll be heavy in there. Okay. Anyway, I should make it before the rain, but it's close. Once again, until next time, farewell and safe journeys. And may the weather be good for you. See you.